Yes, good afternoon or good evening, everyone. This is Mr. Additional on the line. Today, I would like us to uh, quickly discuss last week we discussed what the bank credit is all about, and we also explained to ourselves how bank create money, which of course later given you as an assignment. But today, we'll discuss also the significance. We have also discussed the type of bank credit, but today we will discuss the significance of the bank's credit to the growth of the firm. Okay, commercial banks ordinarily they are known for the provision of loan and advance to both private organizations and public organizations in an economy. Because when we are talking of a balanced economy, that is where you can find the private sectors and public sectors. The activities of both private sectors and the private sectors and the public sector regarded as hello hello eh? Nothing. I've started already now. Okay, 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 okay. Ah. Barak, Jowa. Ban log in lórí fóònù. It's like they have issue in the So, hello, hello, eh, hello, eh. No, mi tí mo tẹ ẹ ti mo dúpẹ́ ti unmute mi again, so mo ń wo bóyá ó máa voice yẹn máa jáde bẹ́ẹ̀. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká lọ́gìn pẹ̀lú bóyá bá mi lọ́gìn sí today is Tuesday. Okay. Hello. No, mo fẹ́ fi ID yẹn mo fẹ́ fi wọlé sórí fóònù ni. Wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ fi wọlé sórí fóònù sẹ́yìn. ID yẹn mo fẹ́ copy. Oh yeah, I send this in the WhatsApp. Man, I said this. I send this in WhatsApp. No, to send you. Hello? Hello? So, the, hello? Hello? Okay. So, as I was saying, the significance of bank credit to the growth of the firm. Hello? Uh-huh. So, I said today we will discuss the significance of the bank's credit to the growth of the firm. So commercial banks are known for the provision of the loan and in both private and public sectors of the economy. Both private and public sector. So, and they do as a way out of the financial trap for all the economic agents. So the credit of all the economic agents. So the credit of the commercial banks. But I can hear it from the phone now. I can hear it from the phone. Yes. My voice is reflecting on this. My voice is reflecting. Okay. No, that's good.
Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode.
Hello. Hello. Setting Bombay. Me, Mutara me. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello. Sorry. Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello? Please, please, we can't hear you clearly here.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think we can all hear. Can you all hear my voice now?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Can you all
Hello,
hear
you
me?
can go ahead, sir.
All
Can
right,
you
all
all
right.
hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Right. So now,
As I was saying, the credit of the commercial banks
as
are
I was saying, the credit of the
because
commercial
it
banks
makes
are
possible
important to businesses
Ma?
the finance,
because it
the
makes
agricultural
Hello?
possible
aspect
Man.
of the economy, the
to
commercial aspect of the
finance
economy, and
the
industrial activity.
agricultural aspect of the economy,
So the productions, transportations, the
aspect of the
wholesale
economy,
and
and
retail
industrial
activities
activity.
are made possible through the financial
So the
and
productions,
from the credit of the
transportations,
commercial to the final consumer.
and from the credit of the
Now, the
commercial
extension of credit to the
to the
private
final
sector.
consumer. Now, the extension of
The,
credit to the private sector.
the deposit, loans, and advance provided by the bank as a benefit to the
Money.
hello.
Me now. Okay. Also, only you have been muted by organizer. Me now. Okay. Also, only you have been muted by organizer. So as I was saying, the extension of CBN to direct the commercial banks so as to provide certain percentage of their loans, of their loanable fund. That is 50% of their loanable fund to some specific sectors of the economy. Like when we are talking of agriculture area of the economy, the manufacturing and non-oil exportable crops. So the government also obtained banks loan and advance to provide essential services like water, electricity, roads, health, and the provision of security to all the citizenry. So the government also allowed banks equity participations in some government venture. So by equity participations on the basis of public, private, and partnership, which also boosts the economic activities in the country. So the government in a bid to serve increase the economic activities. The economic activity serve as a guarantor to the economic agent, which can be used as a guarantee to the bank scheme. So what are we talking about here? Which can be used as a guarantee to the bank scheme. So what are we talking about here? The bank loan and advance are seen as one of the vital contributions the development of the both private and public sectors. So apart from economic activities, it is also empower the individuals to consume on the whole activities are also heightened in the manufacturing, commercial, and transportation sectors. Therein boost the economy of the country or the nation. So in a short form, this unit of heightening the contribution of the bank loan and advance to the growth of not only the firm, but the economy as a whole. So as a whole, the unit discussed the contribution of the bank loan and advance to both the private and the public sectors. It is also shown the importance of the bank credit as a tool or economic growth. It is also shown the importance of the bank credit as a tool or economic growth. So that is how significant the bank credit is to the economy. Now, mind you, before we get to that place, we were also discussing how we can manage the financial resources. That is what led us to the bank credit. Because for every organization, be it small, big, or medium, either private or public as well, they must have three basic resources. And when you're talking of these resources, as I've said earlier, we have human resources, financial resources, and material resources. But based on this, the content of this course, we need to discuss the financial resources. And the financial resources, they are the company's needs to acquire, so as to use in order to acquire other resources which the company use to further produce output for the financial or for the final consumer. So the financial resources could be seen to be the mother of all the other resources in an organization. And these resources, as I've said, it may be physical, and that is raw materials. It may be human, that is personnel and the information which related to the financial resources and seem to be the basis of the acquisitions in any business settings. Now, budgeting as a form of management of the resources. If we want to manage the financial resources, there must be budget. So the acquisition of the resources is one. That is the most important of business because of the trade-off between the types of resources and their resultant effect on one another. So this same important role for the management of the resources. So the best way to manage the resources is to have budget for each of the unit or department in an organization, so as to avoid the wastages. The wastages of human resources, the wastages of financial resources, and the wastages of material resources. Because budget is a die plate or a kind of outline of control which a unit puts in place to have a judicious use of that resources allocated to its unit. So in an organization or a business settings, there are many 4 or 5 types of budget depending on the target of the business. So these are manufacturing budget, research and development budget, advertising budget, capital equipment budget, and sales budget. So if you are talking of all these 4 or 5 budgets, like manufacturing budget now, it is from the manufacturing budget you'll be able to know that are we buying the raw materials or we are making the raw materials by ourselves. By comparing how much the raw materials will be if we are making it or we are producing it by ourselves or we are buying it. So it is from this we'll be able to make a vital decision on whether we are to buy the raw materials or we are to make on the quality of the product we are producing, so that our customers or our buyers outside there will be able to determine what we are producing in comparisons to the other. Then advertising budget. When we are talking about advertising budget, it is from this budget we'll be able to know the total amount of money that has to be made available, so as to make available for the advertisement to create the awareness of the product we have produced to the potential buyers outside there. Then capital equipment budget. Yes, the capital equipment budget will let us know the financial value or the volume of the finances that should be made available in acquiring some assets that will be useful in making or producing our product. Then sales budget. It is sales budget that will allow us to presume or to forecast what may likely be the volume of our sales, so as to determine the level of our profit at the long run. So the business manager or the ownership business work within the confines of their budget in such a way that there will be no wastages or shortage. So a well-managed budget provides good result for any business venture in terms of profit as sustainability of the business. So the task of the managers is to allocate and use all the resources under their or are under his or her own control, so as to meet the purpose of the organization, that is the organizational objectives. So the successful management of all the resources depends on effective planning and the strategy together with the actions. So it is not robustness of the budget. So as to achieve the targeted objectives effectively. So the consultation with subordinates and or delegations. I think I've explained this one before. Now, as a manager of the resources, whether physical, financial, and information, there is need for you to consult with those who needs in each area. So it is not uncommon for managers of resources to behave in another way around because of their refuge to consult with their subordinates. So there is no idea that is foolish or undergo, but a careful analysis of all the ideas we save and bring about the progress in a business. So therefore, there is the need for consultations and the sales of ideas to subordinates. The organizations might save a collapsed situation of the business with its own our own idea. So the business manager should not under area business. So that is that. Now I want to give you an assignment. The assignment for today . One. What are those financial tools that can be used to determine the profitability and viabilities of the business? I said, what are the financial tools that can be used to determine the viability and profitability of the business entity? That is question number one. Compare and contrast the internal rate of return and the net profit Hello? So compare and contrast the internal rate of return and NPV as a determinant of visibility and profitability of an organization. So it's not able to Adidas Management Consult 01. Adidas Management Consult 01. That is the same address we used to submit the assignment. Now, before we close for today, what are the objectives of the financial management? So if the future were perfectly known, the business forecast could be made without error. So the financial management is that the managerial activities that concerns planning, controlling of the company's financial resources. And every resources is scarce. And as a result of that, it requires planning and controlling in order to achieve the best out of the resources available. So the objective of the financial management should be understood in the light of the objective of the enterprise. Because if you are talking of the management is the process of getting things done through people. And it is more than that common word process. Because it is from this process we are able to carve out what acronyms postcorps means. Postcorps, that is planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, coordinating, budgeting, and supervision. So it is the combination of these that makes management. So if we now apply all what we have said here to the financial aspect of the management, then the organization will achieve their objectives. So the main objective of the financial management, one, maintain the market price of the stock, seeking growth of the economy in the company, then avoiding of high level of risk. Then maximization of the profit, maximization of the profit, maximization of the profit, the needs to maintain some level of liquidity. The maintenance of the control.
Mr. Additional, please time up.
Of funds.
Mr. Additional, please time up.
Just try and do
How far? Taking log out.